Okay, I got it, but we had some major frame rate drops. I'm not sure what's going on. I haven't been streaming from this computer the last 2 weeks, and I think I have no idea. I have no clue. We're back. It took me like 15 minutes to restart twice, check OBS. It was still like throwing dropped frames like crazy, so I was like on my preview. That was weird. Well, technical difficulties, folks. Thank you so much for joining. I don't know, I think I'm changing my computer after my move, because this is not something I can stand. It's been happening too often lately, especially when I take a break from streaming and I come back to streaming. For some reason the computer acts up, even though it's working as I normally work. But whenever I start OBS, something happens that makes this whole thing. Yeah, nice to see you. I'm gonna move the chat here so I don't look to the side, because I have too much. It's my studio is a mess. I'm surprised I'm able to stream even today, because I started packing things up. Actually, if you guys watch my vlogs and stuff, you know that I'm gonna be moving soon, and this studio is a mess. There's like cardboard, I have boxes of Lego, all the sets that I had on my shelf are packed. It's just, yeah, it's been crazy. So welcome, thank you so much for joining today. I just wanna like hang out with you because I missed you guys. I haven't been like present on the channel for the last 2 weeks, I think. I made some vlogs, I hope you enjoyed them, but no Lego content whatsoever. I was like, my mind was like work and that move, that packing, paperwork. It's a big thing for me in my life. So I've been really focusing on just family time, and when it wasn't a family time, I was mostly packing, planning, figuring out, calling my financial guy, a lot of things, like adult stuff actually. So no Lego content was present in the channel for the last 2 weeks, so I do apologize. I know I shouldn't be apologizing, but I kind of feel like I could have squeezed a review here and there, a little news here and there, but I wasn't feeling it like at all. I was like so like tunnel visioned into the whole things in my life. Oh no, look, I have no dropped frames now. Like I don't know what's going on. OBS is just like allergic to me or something. So thank you today for people who joined. Vision Bricks, what's up, dude? Brickman, Brick Star Wars Boy. Thanks for the live stream tonight. Hope the moving is going well. It's going well. It's a lot of stress. It's a lot of stress. Like my studio is shattered right now. You don't see it. You see me, the backdrop, because it hasn't moved yet. But my table is full of stuff, like my notes. I have basically cut flattened Lego boxes, the outside boxes, the Lego cardboard boxes to pack against the bed. This is all like, it's like middle of packing. It's a mess. It's a mess. So yeah, it was hard to work here at all, like whatsoever. Yeah, my closets are packed. All my stuff on display is already packed. We bought like 30 those big plastic bins with covers, with like lids. So I sorted everything, like, you name it, clothes, gear, even my cameras are packed. Only one camera is unpacked right now. All my Lego, everything is packed in the closet. So the day of the move, I just opened the closets, disassemble the furniture, get everything into the truck, and go. That's my plan. Yeah, so thank you so much for joining. I'm gonna be here for like a few moments to just talk to you guys, because I missed you a lot. I did miss you a lot. I was trying to post some vlogs so you guys can keep up, but there was no Lego content, right? Embrix, welcome. Oh, no need to apologize. I know, I always say like I should not be apologizing because it's my channel overall, but I hate this disconnection when I stop posting and I wanna post, but there's like no time or I'm too tired, and it feels I'm building this gap between me and you guys. So I hate doing that. I honestly hate doing that. Want to hear a joke to feel more happy? I'm in a good mood. Actually, I'm in a good mood. Like, it's not something that I'm like in a bad mood, or like I'm just a bit stressed, just a bit, but I always have this understanding that this is like right now, the difficulties and everything is like right now, but when it's all over, I'm gonna be in like a much better place. So I encourage myself to like go through this, and I just push through, you know. I'm in a good mood. I'm just a bit tired and a bit stressed, but that's about it. When I'm in that state of affairs, I usually hate making videos. Because it's just, I don't feel like making videos at this point. Like, I want to focus on other things, and I really want to be in this like motivational mood to make videos again. But I'm gonna be there. It's just like I gotta get through this difficulty. Yeah. So many streams going at the same time, I bet. Yeah, I saw some people going live too. Yeah. Am I center? I think I don't know. I just, this tripod is like between boxes right now. It's crazy. Like, this studio is unworkable right now. It's just like my lights are still here, my computer is still here, which is acting up. Thank you, computer, very much so. My gear is still here, but this is the last thing that's gonna go into the boxes. When we pack everything else, I'm gonna disassemble the computer and the microphones and everything and pack this back in the boxes into special prepared case and then move it away. And my goal is to set it back again in the new place as fast as I can, so I can go back to making videos the moment they, like, you know, connect me to the internet in the new place. I love that song. Yeah, I'm playing a retrowave playlist, so I kind of like it. It's like, yeah, really good, gets you into the mood, right? Oh yeah, so what's been happening? Basically, just, yeah, I went online to just, you know, get you guys up to speed. You guys seen the vlogs. I posted some vlogs that was about it was mostly about family time, because that was the only time I was able to grab the camera and actually dedicate some time to film stuff. In between that, probably have seen my post on the community tab. I've been working on a big online live production on YouTube for my employer, and that took me like for the last 2 weeks. I've been going for like 10-hour rehearsals every day, like 8 hours in the office and a lot of work at home to prepare that. I was using OBS and a lot of new equipment we purchased for that, and I was like the co-producer of that event, and that took my entire creative mind to make it happen. It was a success. It happened on the 8th of October. I posted some links for you guys. You may have seen it. It was called the Rexys, and it was like a eyewear industry online event for brands. It was like most like a business, like a corporate event, but I was the guy behind the console. We had a team of people just working microphones and cameras, but I was basically co-producing the event. So this, like, I postponed all Lego content for that time just to focus on that, because it was a big deal for my employer, and like I was like behind the whole operation, like a mastermind. It was successful, very successful actually. We had some mishaps, like we had some people calling in to accept some awards, and like one guy was muted, you know, it's things like that, because it was all virtual online event, so it was not on our side. But on our side we had a situation when like one of our technical guys forgot to check the microphone, and it was like one of our presenters was muted for like 30 seconds. It was things like that, but it wasn't like, I think I did a pretty good job overall. So yeah, it was pretty fun. Yes, so I'm moving. So this is the two things that are happening in my life right now. It was this, like, a lot of work outside of Cool Factor, because I'm still like an editor and kind of like a live producer for a company. This was happening, and my move, as I mentioned in the vlogs, is gonna be happening in November. And that means it's an entirely new house. So it's stressful because this is the first time I'm doing it in my life, and it's a big thing because, well, back in Poland I live in my parents' house, and I rented an apartment when I was in college. So that was like a lot of self-living, and me and my wife actually do own an apartment back in Poland that we purchased once we got married. So it was our first property, but this time I'm buying a house in the US, and it's like it's nothing I've ever done before. So this was like long in the making, and it's gonna be such a big change for me, like everything, just not only like commuting and everything, like a bit longer, but you know, becoming a homeowner and getting a place for the kids to get, you know, the most space they can have, everything they need. And for me also a big thing, because even though I worked in big Lego studios before, you know, in Brick Vault, and I visited places that were amazing for just producing YouTube videos, it's gonna be the first time ever that I'm gonna have my own like little spot that will be only for that for now, like a mini studio of sorts in the house. Right now I'm using a bedroom, so it's gonna be a major difference. So yeah, it's gonna be happening in November, so you can expect that content will be spotty probably over the next few weeks. But I'm gonna try to go like either post a vlog or something, or go live here and there. But in terms of reviews or news videos, it's gonna be spotty because once I do have a lot of work in between, because there's a new project in my company, and also, you know, this studio will be unusable as we're gonna be moving things, and once I pack things, I'm not gonna move them away. So a lot of sets that I was planning to review, like even the Mos Eisley Cantina, it's already packed. So I don't wanna like, you know, take it out and everything. So yeah, it's a big one. It's a big one. I'm a bit stressed because it's, you know, a lot of paperwork. You're signing a mortgage, and it's a completely new place to live. We're basically moving cities. Like, I'm still staying in Southern California, but we're gonna move slightly away from San Diego. We're gonna be like within San Diego County, but not in San Diego. So yeah. New house looks great, thanks. Yeah, it's one of the vlogs only had like a frame walk, which is like when they build your house. It's like a new developer, so you just sign the contract and they build the house for you. And we did that frame walk, so I've seen the house once it was being built, and I've seen the house once as like semi-finished with walls and floor. No, flooring is not there yet, but with walls. And so yeah, like, I don't know, like probably many people will say it's like a very common, yeah, like typical American person moves houses or buys and sells houses like a few times in your life. But I'm a Polish person, and our mentality is like, you buy a house for life, right? A Polish person usually buys the house for life. Like, my parents have been living in their house in Poland, my past house, for like 20 years, right? And many other members of my family also, like, you buy a house once in your life, with or without mortgage, and you stay in it for years. In America, it's more like, you buy it, you can live in it for a few years, maybe the house gains some equity, and you sell it and move somewhere else, or, you know, people move states, right? And in Poland, you know, one country is just as big as like half the California only, pretty much. So I gotta get into that mentality that like buying a house in America is a bit different, because you can buy it and then technically sell it a few years later, maybe gain some equity and buy another house somewhere else. So it's a bit different. It's a bit different, yeah. What's up, C. O'Connor? Yeah. Jordan! Hej, cześć! To znaczy, że ty jesteś tutaj, a nie ja. Tak trochę po polsku, bo to mój kolega. Dawno cię nie widziałem w ogóle tam na Facebooku. Jordan is my friend from Poland. We're both like crazy camera nerds. He's much more crazier than I am. But yeah. Jordan, ty wcześniej byłeś na moich streamach? Bo już nie wiem. Chat people. Welcome, Will. I'm trying to keep up. Yeah, there's gonna be a yard in the house. Like, my parents have a yard back in Poland, but it's gonna be first time I'm gonna own a yard. Which is great. I just looked at like fake turfs today for the yard. Because in California, it's very expensive to own a lawn in your yard, to actually have a real lawn that you gotta water and maintain. It's very expensive in California because of the drought. You have to water all the time, and just water costs, even for a small yard, and just maintaining it and keeping the grass green, it costs a lot of money. So I think we're gonna go for like an artificial grass, for example. Love the vlogs, thank you, appreciate it. You guys can throw questions again. It's a bit of a Q&A session, like a bit of a, I'm alive, I'm fine, everything is fine, just a bit busy, you know. Yeah. I even wanted to talk about some Lego news today, but I gotta catch up a lot. It feels weird because I was very on top of things. Just a few weeks ago, when I still had my show on Beyond the Brick about the like weekend news. Ever since like I'm not doing this anymore and focused on a lot of other things apart from Lego content, I kinda dropped away from being on top of things. It kind of feels weird. But yeah, I'm planning to come back with like regular weekend streams about news, but not until November probably, because my weekends are crazy packed right now. Because like work at, you know, weekdays work, and then weekend is like catching up with all the live stuff. I missed you too. I missed you guys a lot. Question, will there be a man cave room tour of the Lego room? Just wondering. Yes, like the good thing about the fact that we're gonna have a bigger house is that I'm gonna be able to film more in the house. Right now, my apartment is pretty cramped, so I only had a studio to film. But once I get actual room that's gonna be mostly dedicated to filming Lego and just things, I think I'm gonna make more like, you know, open wide angle content when you see the room and all the things. It's not gonna be like fixed in place. There's gonna be a bunch of new things. Yes, I will make a quick tour for sure, at least once. I'll plan a series of vlogs where I show the process, like when we, you know, when we get the house, actually when I start building that room, so you're gonna guys see how I set it up. I wanna document everything from moving in to setting up my room to making it functional for me. Right now I made this space, this corner, pretty functional over the many months. But I miss documenting that. I mean, I did a tour explaining how I did things, but many of these changes and things I made for the studio were over time. I don't have any documentation of how it happened, so I kind of want to do it when I start in a new place, right? So people can see how to set up a brand new Lego room. It's not gonna be like a Lego room, it's gonna be half Lego room, but it's not like a big room. It's not like a big studio, but it's gonna be mostly filming with some Lego accent to it, right? Am I waiting for the SN8 static fire? Jordan, no w sumie to dobre pytanie. A SpaceX streamuje? SpaceX is supposed to test for the first time ever 3 Raptor engines tonight from the Starship serial number 8. Wanna check if they're doing anything. Maybe we can actually put it on the stream. I think SpaceX is, you can restream SpaceX stuff. The only issue I had was streaming the crew demo Dragon mission. That was struck down by National Geographic because it was like they had some copyright on it, which was bullcrap, to be honest. That takeover was released, that claim was released over time because people just brought the wrath upon them. But I think we can stream SpaceX stuff, but I don't see SpaceX going live. Maybe Everyday Astronaut will go live. I mean, okay, SpaceX is not going live from Boca Chica, Texas, but usually Everyday Astronaut is going live with the spaceflight guys. Maybe, yeah. I forgot it's tonight. Let's wait. Road is closed. Oh, Lab Padre is streaming? Okay, we can do it. But yeah, today I'm just hanging out with you, just checking in, answering questions. I'm a rocket nerd, guys, so Jordan and my friend in chat, we are both space nerds, pretty much. So Lab Padre, oh, they're live, okay. Oh, they have 2 cameras? Oh, I see. I'm gonna kill the audio. They are live right now. Boom. Ooh, I'm dropping frames like crazy now because I think I'm. This is not good. Okay, I'm gonna close this. Actually, I'm dropping frames right now because of it. That was weird. See, my computer is really acting up. When I shared the stream, I got a lot of drop frames. Not good. Not good. So this is weird. See, my only camera we're fine, but when I share the stream and when I watch the stream, we are dropping frames like crazy. Yeah, okay, I can lower the stream quality, 720. Yeah, 20. This is so weird. This is so weird. Anyway. Okay. Yeah, I see they're like just tank watchers. Anyhow. Lego Ideas Treehouse. I do have that one, yeah. It's pretty cool. Mike, when you eventually... Jeff, welcome. When you eventually achieve global domination, do you promise to be kind and creative ruler? Or will you grip the world in iron gauntlet? Looking at the... This is the only political statement I'm gonna make on this channel right now. Looking at the current state of the US elections, I'm not gonna be the current guy. I'm gonna be the runner-up guy who's about to win, okay? This guy is much better. End of story. Actually, I want to talk politics so bad because it's been a roller coaster of a thing lately in the US, but probably we're all tired of it, you know? The good outcome of all this is that the blue is winning, and I'm so happy that even though I can't vote in the US, I think this is a good trend right now. That's all I'm gonna say. Take care, hey Jordan, take care. We should talk sometime. Muszę pogadać, dawno ci nie gadaliśmy. Jakoś tak się urwał kontakt trochę. So thanks, Jeff. Brickwiz! What's up, dude? When do you guys move into the new house? November. So if everything goes well, I should get the keys on the November 10th. That's the current closing date. Probably gonna take a week to set up like the media, internet, and I hope to be back online from the new place by November 20th, maybe, hopefully. We'll see. I'm scared, like it's gonna be, oh my god, I moved already, I've been in the US for 6 years and I moved twice already. Actually 3 times, like moving into the US, then moving to the next apartment, then moving to the next apartment, which I'm at right now. And every time it was a headache. Just because like you gotta set up the move, you know, it's usually just me and my wife moving. We had some friends with helping, but you gotta set up the media, and this time it's like a new place, new town, so you gotta set up the water service, the electricity, you know, internet. I don't like doing this. It's gonna be crazy. Hey, Shy Time! Yeah, I'm buying in Southern California, I know. Yeah, it's hard. It's not easy. Like, we've been looking for over a year. And a place that was within our budget came up late. And once we saw the place, we liked it, and we, you know, considered all the ups and downs, and we are able to afford it. Yeah, we pulled the trigger, but that was like over a year in the making. I mean, we've been saving for a house for... I mean, I've been saving, my wife been saving, we both were saving for many years. Well, like, even back in Poland, we were like saving. Yep, property tax, paying for trash, I know, yeah. Taxes are in escrow, so that's kind of easy. But yeah, they're not cheap in California. But still, like, I would rather... Honestly, like, you know, I pay rent in California, and San Diego is not cheap, obviously. So I would rather pay, you know, towards the mortgage and my equity than renting all day, all night, right? So that was also one of the main reasons I decided to buy, because I don't know how long I'm gonna be in the US. I can be in the US forever, I can be in the US for just the next few years, but still buying a house is kind of like this decision you make, like investing. I mean, it's never good to think about the house as an investment. It's always like I buy the house to live there. It's my primary residence. But most likely, the house will gain in value, and you're paying towards your equity, and you're not paying towards some landlord. In the end, like, if you decide to sell, there's a big chance that either you will not lose money, or, you know, you will at least get your equity back, or you will actually gain some money and earn on selling the house if you want to move elsewhere. Like, if I ever decide to move back to Poland, my house probably will have higher value at that point in time, and when I sell it, I can just take the money, sell the mortgage to somebody else, right? And take the money and go back to Poland and buy a place there, for example, which is like the buying power of a US dollar against like a Polish currency is insane. Like the way the currency is valued here, it can buy a lot in Poland, actually. My wife and I are ready to sell ours and move to something bigger. Congrats, man. Hope it goes well. Yeah. I'm just peeking one eye because I actually running the stream from Lat Padre at 720p, which doesn't kill my... It kind of kills my frame rates. But this computer has been acting up. I don't know what's happening. I never had those problems before. Yeah, so what do you guys have been up to? Just looking for some cool questions maybe I can answer. Oh, Fins, have you seen or do you plan to watch the Marvel movies? Oh, absolutely. I'm a big Marvel guy. I'm a big Marvel guy. I'm sad that theaters are closed mostly and we don't have any new Marvel movies. We're waiting for Black Widow. That's kind of unfortunate. Yeah. I'm also catching on Lego news as we stream right now. I kind of like I was so not on top of things most of the time. It's kind of weird. I know the Batwing is coming out or came out. I mean, a lot of people got the early copy for reviews, for example. And one thing that I did notice today is that I'm not sure if you guys seen that, but there was some sort of like a drama between Brick Vault and On the Brick. I wasn't aware of it. I don't really follow Brick Vault that much anymore because of our kind of like fallout. But I had they had some like On the Brick posted reviews on their customs, and I think shared by accident, like not intentionally, but actually shared the entire instruction for one of their models in the video, just showing the pages. So kind of like, you know, shared it for free, and Brick Vault backfire, and they posted a video, like On the Brick posted a video talking to Charlie from Brick Vault today. And it was pretty good conversation. I wasn't aware of the issue, but I listened to it, and they both had very good points, and they kind of like in a very civil way, you know, made up their differences and agreed upon things, and everything was resolved peacefully after some drama. I don't know, it kind of brought back memories. All I can say is that it's good that they resolved this, but like I can tell you guys that I don't know what to say. I kind of miss this having such a civil conversation with Brick Vault after we parted ways. I never had that conversation, like after we parted ways. We had some personal conversations, but things were said and done, and I never had like I don't know how to say, like a closure with them. So I kind of felt nice to see that they reached out to the guy and like explained everything between them, but this never happened to me, publicly at least. So I felt like, I mean, I'm all down to talk to Brick Vault and like reconcile if we can, but I don't think they'll ever go for it. I think they still like don't like me for the fact that I'm independent right now on YouTube and maybe part of the Beyond the Brick as well. I don't know what's the deal, but I wish I had this sort of like a civil conversation with them that we can record as a podcast to have some closure. Because I never had, like, it's been over a year and I still miss the place. It was like one of the best things that ever happened to me, being part of the crew. That was a ton of fun, taught me a lot, you know, made me Lego AFOL that I am today, kind of. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I miss the guys. And even though, I don't know, maybe I was wrong, maybe they were wrong in how we handled things. There was a lot of misconceptions and misunderstandings in my opinion, but we never had this kind of like attempt to reconcile a conversation that would like bury the hatchet, you know? We never had that, and I don't know, maybe I should reach out to them and like say, hey guys, it's been a year, it's been weird not having this, like, you know, apologize, me or them, whoever is at fault, I don't know even at this point. on the way we handled things. So that like they kind of like ghosted me and like removed my farewell video, and never really wanted to talk to me again. I don't know. I still don't know what was so bad that happened that made it all the way it was. But all those thoughts came to me after I watched this On the Brick video today between Brick Wall Drama and the guy from On the Brick. That was like, I wasn't aware of that. Somebody brought to my attention. And yeah, I had those thoughts today. That's all it was. So maybe one day we can like email back each other and actually get back to being friends that we were for over 2 years, almost 3 years. I mean, I'm not like a hateful guy. What I hate the most in my life is having some sort of a, like unfinished business or lack of closure between people who I call friends. I hate it. Like, they never told me what was the problem. Like, I mean, no, they didn't. Like, I tried to ask and specify why they're behaving that towards me, but all I received was either ghosting or some sort of like, anyway. Yep. Maybe we can talk again, who knows. Hey Bricks, so Brian, how about you? Nice to see you, dude. Yeah, long time no see. I'm sorry I was like non-responsive on Discord lately or anything like that, but yeah, I was all over the place. What are the plans for the future of the channel? First of all, consistency. Like, I've been promising myself to build consistency, but I don't know, like my life gets in the way so much lately that it's my number one 2020 resolution was to stop making excuses, and I keep making them to myself. I was like, oh, I'm busy, I can make more videos or this and that, but truth being told, like, I don't know, I feel like I don't have the energy I used to have when it comes to editing at night or pulling the channel while working, while, you know, hanging with the family. It's like, it's this misconception of what I want and what I physically can do. So I think consistency is the biggest plan for the future, that I want to upload, like, honestly, like I would love to upload 5 days a week, but I'm not even near that time. I mean, I have like ideas and lists of things I want to talk about, but it's just, when you start thinking about the video at 9 p.m. every day, because that's about when I finish my day of like responsibilities and family and work, you know, 5 p.m. work and then the rest of the things, and then you sit down at 9 p.m. on a weekday and it's like, okay, I want to make a video for Cool Factor, but it's like, you know, my brain is not up to speed, and then I postpone and I procrastinate, and then the next day. So there are weeks when I can actually like do a lot of things, and I feel this energy when I have like less pressure from other things in my life, and then I can put that lack of pressure towards making Cool Factor videos. But the other week comes by and there's like something happens and all of things fall into my lap that I have to do and like have to finish by this and that deadline, and then the Cool Factor gets pushed away. So future is stay consistent, don't give up, and build some sort of a schedule that I can follow without sacrificing my, I don't know, well-being or sanity, no matter how you call it. Like, I don't want to get into this state of burnout I used to be in. It was strong and hard and very hard to overcome, and I don't want to get back into this. I can get back into the grind if I really push, but I'm risking burnout again. So I would say the future is to build this compromise I've been trying to build for the last year that's still not really working the way I want it to be. But that would be my goal, my ultimate goal, to build that, you know, that consistency that I can follow. And I think having a room on its own that's gonna be just for filming, there's gonna be no distractions there. I think that's one of the steps that I feel like it's a common thing in my past work. Whenever I had a place to work or a schedule that was kind of working no matter what, it always worked out in the end for me being more productive, more creative, and more willing to make videos. And I think just in the new house, when I'm gonna have this like room where I go in and there's a camera already set up and there's like the table that's clean and there's no other purpose of that room, there is no like clothes laying around and things like that, and I don't have to move Lego every time I try to film. I think that's gonna be a big deal. Even though it sounds very, very simple, it's gonna be something that I'm gonna be looking forward to the most. So I really hope that it's gonna be a big change in my life, that move, but it's gonna help me actually build some sort of a future of this channel. The one thing that's true is that I'm not giving up anytime soon, and even though you may see like weeks when I upload more and weeks when I upload less, it doesn't mean that I'm gonna be like trying to jeopardize myself and stop uploading ever. It may take me like maybe extra year to get what I want to be, but it's gonna be a healthy year and I don't want to overdo it. So that's a big thing for me, for sure. Even though like, you know, I make videos and like they're like cheerful and there's a lot of work behind the scenes, and sometimes like there's a lot of sweat and sometimes, you know, kind of like blocks that I'm overcoming. One of the blocks I've been overcoming lately actually is that crazy heat wave in California. Like, you guys can imagine how much it prevented me from making videos. This room was getting so hot that after filming a video I was dripping in sweat. I was sitting in front of this camera and having a set here and like intro, outro, okay, this is done. And then I would go behind the camera and I would film the rest of the review, but you may say it's a good review, I was speaking well about the set, but like I was dripping filming it, and sometimes I was rushing it to just finish to get it done, because like this apartment is not very good for working on videos. It's been getting so hot and there is no way to install like a good AC here, and I don't want to invest in AC since I'm moving soon. Just the weather and just the fact that this apartment got so hot prevented me from making so many more videos I wanted to make. It's silly, it sounds silly, but it was true. So yeah, just overcoming the blocks and then, you know, yeah. Bifa, yeah, I see you there, welcome. Gotta bring my chat here, okay. So I kind of want to get to your pace, Brian, because I know you're dedicated to this. You're uploading, you know, so often. I want to get to that level. It's gonna be hard because it's not my full time yet, but I can tell it's really affecting you. It's weird, right? It's so weird. If you think about it, it's been a year, and I said I'm over it, but I don't think I am. I don't know. Maybe it's subconsciously affecting me because there was, again, I hate the lack of closure. In many situations, like any lifetime situation that is lacking closure for me, keeps lingering in the back of my head. And I think Brick Vault is one of those things that I don't have closure and I don't know what's going on. And I see they're talking to other creators and solving issues, like, because they had this issue with this On The Brick creator and they solved it like in a civil way, and they didn't even know each other beforehand, so they talked and they solved it, and they sounded, I listened to that podcast today and they sounded very civil and very friendly to each other. I worked for them for over 2 years and I never had that conversation, so maybe that's why. Honestly, like, I feel like at least I deserve it, because I put so much heart in this channel, and they never, I don't know, they never told me what I did wrong, honestly. And if they I don't know, if they thought that me starting the Cool Factor or joining Beyond the Brick was like over the limit and like completely inappropriate towards them, I should have heard that. I never did. So for example, right? I don't know. All I know is, like, from my side, I always wanted to make videos no matter what, and I was maybe blindly hoping that they would support me in my own endeavors and not treat me as sort of like a competition, which I think they did in the end, and that's what hurts the most, because I thought they would be supportive of my own endeavors and we can be partners for forever after all the work I did for them, but apparently maybe not, and I just wanted to hear what's the deal. Anyway, did you see the exclusive San Diego Comic-Con Spider-Man? Yes, I signed up because I finished the game. You had to sign up to PlayStation Network and have a finished game trophy, and I did, so I'm in the sweepstakes. Good luck to everyone. You gotta finish the Spider-Man PS4 game to be eligible for the giveaway. I'm gonna try to get one. Yeah. Yes, O'Connor, I know you're going to sleep. It's very late there in Ireland. Thanks for coming. Hey, Soka Bricks. Essel, what's up, dude? Go to sleep. Essel is my friend here in San Diego as well. Hello, Sir Teddy. Not silly at all. California is under a major heat wave this year. I had to invest in the AC for my apartment, which is usually unheard of living in the Bay Area. Yeah. Like, the construction of this building prevents me from... I'm like second floor. It's gonna be very expensive to install AC here, and I'm moving anyway, so I'm gonna just burn through it. It's better this week, but this single factor was really affecting my workflow. You know, I like to take time to make my videos, so some videos take me an hour or two, some videos take me even, 3 hours to film. And then even the editing was hard, because even though I moved my editing computer to the other room also gets very hot. And now the whole apartment is just getting hot, and it was impossible to work. Even on my work projects over the last few weeks. I was so slow and so like tired and always sweaty and like, I don't know, it was terrible, and it really prevents your creativity and motivation to make videos. I can tell that was like one of the main factors. I wasn't uploading as much because I had so many ideas and I just couldn't do it because it was unbearable, honestly. Even now it's like warm right now, but I'm using a desk fan, so it's better, but I'm not gonna be missing this apartment a lot, I can tell you. The new house has, AC and much more better airflow, and my apartment, my Lego room will be in the ground floor with a window to the garden, to the yard. And there's gonna be a much better airflow between the rooms with windows. We have more windows, obviously. And the house is a new house, so it has, all the HVAC systems and airflow ducts everywhere. So it's gonna be much better to handle, of course. So I think I'm just gonna, that alone will help me a lot, just having an air-conditioned room. It's gonna be a whole lot of difference. They can tell you what to do, you help them grow. I'll try and sub the second day, let you got the memories of what the channel was because of you. Thank you, appreciate it. I just wish there was much more understanding between creators. That once people get into something, they want to continue. Like, that's what happened to me when I got into Lego, back into Lego, thanks to Brick Vault and thanks to my job at the Lego store. I knew I was onto something that I really enjoy, and when I started making videos for them, it was scary at first, but in the long run, it became one of my drives for my life. Honestly, when I make videos, I feel like the most fulfilled. I feel the most energetic. I feel the most rewarded in a way. It is interesting it's an interesting of a feeling, I never thought I would make videos and be professional at it, like actually good at it. Brick Vault brought me that feeling, and I knew I was onto something when people liked my videos, and I don't know, no matter what they would tell me, I would still continue making videos because like it's like somebody trying to stop you from what you really love doing. So, and I thought we were on the same page, kind of, so I was expecting for them to be supportive of my own endeavors, even though they decided to let me go. That's what I understood, but apparently we're not on the same page. So, I decided to kind of burn that bridge anyway, I guess, and subconsciously in some way, and continue making videos no matter what. And making videos brought me like so many moments of joy and so many cool opportunities. Even the fact that I got picked up by Beyond the Brick was thanks to the fact that I used to make videos and I was having a portfolio that I could show off, and I was known in the community thanks to that. And I do credit Brick Vault for that, because if it wasn't for them, nobody would know who I am. So obviously I have to, and I do appreciate the time with them, because that made me a known person in the community, and it would be much harder to be a known person if you start from the ground up. And Brickvault brought me experience and brought me like exposure, and I love that. I absolutely love that, and I'll be forever grateful for that. It's just sad for me that a channel that once brought me all that, right now it's like I can't even talk to them in a friendly way. I don't even know what's going on. So, but I do dedicate all that experience I have to them a lot. So it brought me a lot of cool opportunities and moments, you know. I met Will Arnett because I was part of the Beyond the Brick, because Beyond the Brick knew me from Brickvault, and like it all connects, right? It's a circle of life on YouTube. Like when you're one place, you have to go to another place, and all this creates like opportunities and situations in your life that you would never have otherwise. And I'm very grateful for that. I don't know, it's so sad. Like I think it's affecting me, even though I try to hide it. I think it's still affecting me in a way. Yeah. Brick Vibe, welcome. I think they got a lot of flack on how things went when you left, and they didn't want a repeat of that. Oh, you mean like the way they... I don't think my departure was providing any flack. I didn't like trash talk them at all. I didn't go like, oh, Brickvault is like, they let me go and they terrible. I never did that, and I never felt that. Like maybe I was angry within me, but I'm the kind of person who, I don't know, like I express my feelings maybe personally, but I will never be unprofessional, and I will never go and bash like my former employer for something. It's like very unprofessional to do. I was angry, obviously I was angry, and I was helpless, and I was, you know, it was such a sad news to me. But I always respect them, and I always will respect them anyway, no matter how much anger I felt and I held. There's a lot of things that I'm grateful for from them. So, you know, I can't just go and bash them, of course. I don't wanna, I even don't want to. Okay, that's a good track. So yeah. Hold on, I just got my computer is acting up like... Okay, it's not dropping frames now, that's good. Yeah. Your Team Cool Factor and Team Beyond the Brick are part of the unstoppable crew, don't look back. I'm not looking back, I'm glad where I am. Again, opportunities presented to me that I was able to fulfill, and still more to come. I will never forget that, and I think there's a more ahead. I'm just in this moment in time when like I want to produce more and I want to do more things, but life gets in the way because I have a lot of other responsibilities. But I always see that as like a little dip in the grand scheme, grand lifetime of what's to come, right? So this move that I keep mentioning, it's gonna be this big moment that's gonna change everything, and I'm gonna have to adapt again. And then I'm gonna say yes to many other things that are gonna come my way, right? So I'm not like feeling like I'm losing anything or just like... The only thing I'm missing is closure for many past things. I think I can live without closure, of course, but I think it makes things more difficult if you don't close things in your past. Maybe I'm like maybe vulnerable to coming back to my past. Maybe I am, I don't know. I think I may be, actually. It might be a thing, actually. Maybe I just like part of my character, part of my personality of kind of slightly living in the past. But what I learned on YouTube over the years is to always look forward. And it's been helping me in those moments when I regret doing this or that in the past, or regret having this closure. But then this good skill takes over and says like, hey, look always to what's in the front of you, what's in the future. If you feel down right now, if things are not going as you planned, or you don't have time for things you want to have time for, there's gonna be more things in the future. It's like momentarily, it's temporary. It's gonna go away, and it's gonna be some awesome things in the future waiting for you. And all I have to do is try not to remain passive, but try to be active about my career and things like that. So, you know, I think it's a good advice overall, especially coming from an introvert, right, like me. Definitely. Team Cool Factor and Team Beyond the Brick, absolutely. And I met so many wonderful people thanks to just, you know, moving forward. I'm still like kind of recognized in the community, like I have much more friends than I used to have, even back in Brick Vault, and it's just being on your own, it's like has this own awesome way of being able to connect to people without asking your boss to do so, right? It's like a big like heavy thread on that thought, you know. It's a bit of like a workaround on that thought, but you get what I'm saying. Like, you don't have to ask anybody's permission to build new collaborations or relationships between you or like other creators. Like under Brick Vault, I did not have that power of decision. Of course I did not, because I wasn't the boss of the channel, but now I am. So it's much more rewarding, for sure. Oh, thanks, guys. My talent took me around the world. Actually, that's true, if you think about it. Yeah. I've been places thanks to, you know, Beyond the Brick or like, and I think, I mean, right now it's hard to say because all that COVID stuff, right? So there is no traveling, but man, I'm looking forward to the day that we can go back on the trail of LEGO conventions, and I want to make so many vlogs from places that were closed this year. Like it's man, like if it wasn't for COVID, like I would move mountains to go back to traveling. And like the best moments ever since I left Brick Vault, the best moments were like just going to places that Beyond the Brick sent me to. Like we were to Toronto, we were to Seattle with like covering conventions, and people would just come to me and like be in the camera, and it was so fulfilling. Like I love being with the camera within people, within like it's so funny to say. I'm an introvert, but when I have this camera and I'm vlogging, it all comes together. It's like it's the favorite thing for me to ever do. Like I like making reviews, whatever, like talking here at the desk in the studio, but the thing that drives me the most is I'm just gonna ban this guy. Get out of here, dude. What the heck is this? I got it, don't worry. Anyway, he broke my flow. Some random bot. Just ban this guy, like don't time out, just ban. Anyway, I lost my thought because of this troll. Thank you, Bricks O'Brien, appreciate it. Cause yeah, I was hiding and Brick Star Wars Boy was... Anyway. Lost my thought, oh my god. I hate when it happens, but... Yeah, when I was like being with camera or vlogging or documenting, it's what I like doing the best. I think that's my strongest trait, and it's been I miss that a lot. I miss being with camera in places and shooting stuff and b-rolling the heck out of everything. I really miss that. And Brian, dude, like, you know, right? We've been together, like... Get this guy off your screen. Thank you. I got it. We got it, Brian. Brian, good. Star Wars Boy, thank you. Bricks O'Brien, good. LOL. Love your content. Thank you. You can type in one line now. It's all good. Keep being so wholesome and fun. Brian, like, it's funny to say, right? But that... We talked about that Toronto trip on Discord just like a few weeks ago, and you told me like, hey, it was fun. Like, dude, it was fun. That's where we met. And even though it was like a simple business/fun trip to just see Gameloft's studios when they make mobile games, and we, you know, played with the Lego Heroes Legacy and Lego Legacy Heroes Unboxed. As simple as it sounds, it was just technically just a business trip, but probably it was one of the most fun things I did last year. And I miss that so freaking bad. BrickCon in Seattle was fun, like And we were about to go to Brickworld Chicago, and we had to cancel our flights, me and Brian, even because we were going. Yeah. I think we're being targeted by bots right now. Why did you time out on the brick? Hold on. Oh, it was a misclick. On the brick is here. We just talked about you and your brick vault video. So I think Brian timed you out. No, it was a misclick because we had a bunch of bots spamming, and I think you just showed up in the wrong place. I'm sorry, I cannot time out you. That's not a feature yet on YouTube. So 300 seconds. Oops. Sorry. Yeah, I think I got a flood of bots right now for some reason. That's kind of something what happens when you come back to live streaming. What is this music? When you come back to live streaming after a break, and I think bots just target you. There's something about that. Don't you guys think? Like, I see like a lot of people uploading after a break, and they have a bunch of bots coming in. Yeah. I'm a fan of the bots, you keep going. Doesn't that feel like a monologue? I love talking, especially after a break. I do love talking, so I apologize if people come in like, what is this guy talking about? It's like, he's going and going, yeah. I like to go, like, I like to talk a lot, especially in COVID when I have no friends. I mean, all my friends are just like social distance, so we call each other, but I like talking. I just had a call with my friend that lasted like 40 minutes last night. And we're like, what's up, dude? What's up, dude? What's on your place? I got a new job. Congratulations, what's on my place? I'm moving to a new house. Holy crap. So it was like a talk like this. Hello, troublemaker. Please don't make trouble. Hey Mike, what do you think about building then packing a set back like a puzzle for another day? It's a good idea, or would it put a lot of stress of the pieces causing them to break over time? Aiden, I don't think disassembling Lego and building again has any effect on the quality and strength of the bricks. That's absolutely doable, unless you're using a lot of brown color. That tends to break a lot. No, like, you know, over my back in Brick Vault when we had a big studio and we would you know, disassemble sets that we stopped displaying, for example, and put them into the mock bins to build mocks. We never had problems with bricks being you know, losing their quality at all. Absolutely, like people do that. People disassemble sets and build them again the other day if they feel down or want to build some Lego and they don't have any new sets. People absolutely do that. You know, so, and when you buy sets on eBay, people disassemble sets for shipping, and people who receive them, they build again with instructions, right? So no, absolutely don't be afraid to disassemble stuff and build them again if you feel like it. And like I don't, for example, I like building sets once and enjoying it. My kids crashed some sets, for example, so I'm gonna be rebuilding some sets in the new place because I'm gonna have more space to display. But that's the only case I'm gonna be actually rebuilding sets twice, for example. Yeah. Oh, dude, like, mods, you're doing a fantastic job. I never doubt your skills. Thank you so much for helping. It's just, I don't blame you at all. I blame a YouTube system that people come in, chat moves, and you click those 3 dots, and you have to ban a person or put a timeout, and that's when the misclicks happen. It's not you. I think the interface on YouTube for mods is just bad. If you look at the Twitch interface for moderators, it's so much better. Like, it allows you to control messages much better. YouTube chat needs a lot to learn when it comes to interface. It's not you guys, it's just... Even I have problems like getting the right guy to get out of the channel. Like, they spam, and your messages move in the window, and you have to click the right moment and find the option to ban, and then it moves again. So it's not you guys, it's just the system. I found brown, blue, and dark red break a lot. Cheese slopes, interesting. I mean, you know, I built quite a few mocks in my career from, you know, mobile instructions with used bricks from Bricklink, and honestly, like over the time, I did not have many problems with a lot of bricks breaking. But yeah, those colors actually, dark red actually does break, so I concur on that. Again, on the brick, if you're still here, we're sorry for timing you out by accident. Just before you joined, we had a bunch of bots coming in, and the mods were just clicking away and must have misclicked you. I'm sorry. But he said, can I just say it makes me really happy to see you check out my videos. Thank you for that. Yes, I did comment on that video. I just like the way you guys between Brick Vault handle things. Because I wasn't aware of the issue. I just found out about it today. And we talked about it a bit. I'm glad you guys are on the same page. Gabriel, welcome. Blue ones? So I saw that ZV-1 being on sale. It's just like I'm postponing all my purchases for now because a lot of my budget is tight. That move will cost a bit because we have to buy new furniture. Probably my studio will receive a few upgrades, maybe. Kinda need a new desk, honestly. So I'm kind of all the camera purchases are on hold. I as much as I would love to have a Sony ZV-1, SO is like Sokol Bricks is talking because we exchanged some camera stuff, and the Prime Day had. Did you guys get anything on Prime Day? I think I just got the Alexa Echo Dot for like $20. That was pretty good. But yeah, I kind of need a vlogging camera because I just purchased the GH5, right? It's a fantastic camera. It's my GH5. I love it. Every vlog you have seen ever like lately, it's on GH5. Great picture. But man, this thing is heavy. It's a big camera. It's twice as heavy as my Lumix G7, which I still have. But ever since I saw the quality from the GH5, I stopped vlogging with the G7 because like the autofocus is much better on the GH5, and I basically vlog in 4K without problems now. It's amazing, and the autofocus is much better. But this thing, like really like carrying it around and like vlogging, and my kids want something and I gotta get them and like gotta sling that, you know, camera on my back and then get the kids and go buy something and then swing it back and vlog. And, it's heavy, but Sony's are fantastic vlogging cameras, and I want the ZV-1, the little tiny point and shoot that just came out, and it's like for vloggers. It's like a tiny mirrorless camera with integrated lens, and it's just small and tiny. And I got this guy. I actually also Prime Day purchase. I wish I could show you the old one because I used Joby for 5 years now. Like the first version, it's been like rusty and yellowish from the white was yellowish. And last vlog, one of the moments I had was my Joby, the old one. I was holding it, and I think one of those like loosened a bit too much, and I almost dropped the camera. A freaking $1,000 GH5 on the old one. I was like, nope. So I got myself a new one. And on Prime Day, this thing was like 20% off, and I had some coupons, so I paid like half the price for a brand new Joby 3K. I love these things. It's like you can like bend it and you can serve as a tripod, and it's a brand new one, so I got myself a little upgrade for my vlogging. But still, this thing is way too heavy for vlogging, and I love the quality, but I think I gotta get something small. Maybe next time I'm gonna have a round of purchases for this channel. But yeah, Esau, you have this V1. Do you like it? I think it's a cool camera. What's the drama now? No, there's no drama. I mean, we just talked about how Brick Vault and On The Brick made a video together because On The Brick like shared the instructions by accident on their channel, on his channel, and they kind of like Brick Vault asked him to take it down, and they had some drama between them. But today they made like a little podcast recording when they talked about it and put all the differences aside and explained it. It was pretty cool. I like that there was a lot of civility in such a situation and it wasn't escalating. Rather, it was a very professional way to end all the drama very quickly. Super lightweight. Yeah, so maybe you should Maybe I should come visit you. Like, I want to kind of check out the ZV1, if you will. Just want to see how it feels. And we totally skipped on that Diagon Alley stream with Sokol Bricks. I don't know. Like, I'm sorry, Asa. Like, lately I kind of like. A lot of friends requested things from me, and I agreed because I really wanted to hang out with many people, but I got so busy. It's such a bad excuse, but I don't know how else to say it. It's we gotta come back to the topic, man, because we are supposed to stream the Diagon Alley build together with Sokol Bricks, and I promised to do that, and I completely forgot to confirm and lost all the possible time slots to do it because now all my weekends are taken over by a lot of other things. Bro, I'm uploading a 3-minute video and it takes years to process. Interesting. 3-minute video should take like really quick in like full HD on YouTube. You've been super busy too. Yeah. I think I'm the worst at scheduling stuff. Oh my goodness. Like, my time management is like down the drain. I don't know, like, this pandemic and just being from home, like, I keep like all my work from home on top of things, and I fail at managing anything else. I'm like, I forget things. People like ask me, I was like, yeah, sure, cool, like, let's do it, and then I forget, and it gets shoved somewhere in my notes, somewhere down the, I don't know, down the calendar line, and then next day comes up and like my employer wants me to do something, and I work on that, and like, oh snap, I should have done this, and I forget it's like, I think my biggest flaw is time management lately. Do you guys feel that way? Do you guys? This pandemic sucks, of course we know that, but I think it's getting even more difficult the longer it goes. It becomes a problem to manage my life, just like, and I have so many important things I have to do right nowadays, like getting the paperwork for the house and moving and scheduling and planning and packing and not losing my mind in the process. In the end, I feel like I'm getting worse at this because, I don't know, it's just more difficult lately. Oh, you upload in 4K? Yeah, 4K takes forever to process. I vlog in 4K now, so yeah, all the videos I edit in 4K. I make sure I upload like at least the night before, or like a day before publishing, because it takes forever to get to the 4K resolution process on YouTube. Take care, thank you, Brickman. Take care too. Am I doing enough white shots? I try to incorporate more. I did not watch any of your videos lately, I'm sorry, I should catch up. Actually, honestly, between you and me guys, I've been watching much less YouTube lately. Like, really, I skipped a ton of videos from my favorite creators. I think I need like a day to catch up, because, yeah, I think I even have a Casey Neistat video on the backlog, which never happens to me. So, I'm sorry if I skipped any of your videos, I shall catch up, but I have everything on my subscription list, and I have like a watch later. So we gotta catch up on that stuff. Yeah. How is the Starship? Nothing happens. I'm checking, cause right now if you go to YouTube Lab Padre channel, they are live streaming camera pointed onto Starship serial number 8. That's SpaceX's prototype for the Mars Starship, and this is the first time they installed 3 brand new experimental Raptor engines, which are like the biggest achievement when it comes to rocket technology lately. And they have 3 of them installed for a test fire tonight. But there's no time, and they just have a camera waiting for something to happen. Is it gonna test today or not? too busy playing Among Us. Everybody plays Among Us. I did not play any game in the last 3 weeks. Okay, I played Star Wars Squadrons. Did you guys like it? I kind of enjoyed it. I finished the campaign. Never played the multiplayer though. So that was the only game I played in the last 3 weeks. Super fun, great graphics, love it. Super cool atmosphere, the cockpits look amazing. But I never played, I didn't play anything else besides that. So I stopped even watching Twitch streams, because I used to watch Twitch streams a lot in the evenings, but now I don't do that because I work on the things. Yeah. Among Us seems fun. I've been watching some streamers playing it. Is Among Us a free-to-play game? Yeah, life is too busy sometimes. I don't know. Again, the biggest skill I try to build is remove all the excuses from my life. Because I hate excuses. I hate excuses to myself. I hate saying like, oh, I'm too busy for this or I'm too busy for that. If you're organized well enough, there's always time for things you are enjoying doing. And even though I know I love making videos and I know a lot of things I want to do are the things I do enjoy in life, I still end up not doing enough, and I keep excusing myself like this. Maybe some of these are true, some of these are not, but what I'm trying to really get rid of my life is excuses. So yeah. But I'm truly busy. It's like it is a thing. I don't want to be as busy, honestly. Like, it's tiring. But if you want to do so many things at once, you're gonna get busy, right? I really want that Nebulon B set. Hope it doesn't sell out in the blink of an eye. Here's the thing. I'm afraid it might be sold out at this point. Because people found it on Amazon, and apparently it was available for pre-order. There was no picture, there was just a set number. But I think Brick Finder or somebody in the news community in the Lego world found out that it might have been a secret pre-order. And at this point, nobody knows if it's gonna be even available back on Amazon, because that page disappeared, or if it's gonna be available through any Lego.com or something. It was supposed to be a Comic-Con exclusive, so I wouldn't be surprised if they only had, 1,000 of them or 2,000 of them, and Amazon got them all for some reason, and everybody reserved one secretly. I don't know. Dude, like, I'm a biggest Nebulon B fan. I want the UCS Nebulon B. I voted for it against the UCS gunship. Nebulon B would be a dream come true. It's like one of those capital rebel ships that I always wanted to have in Lego, and it was never made in Lego. It's like the first actual, not even if it's mini, it's the first actual set that's gonna get made. So yes, I want it so bad as well. $5 on PC? Okay. Hey Taz, what's up? Thanks, I enjoyed making those vlogs. It was like a getaway from... Because my studio was unusable, it kind of still is. Like, this is right now not the studio that I can make reviews in. There's like too much stuff on the floor waiting to get moved. And all my sets are packed, so I cannot even film videos on this table because I don't want to like unpack everything and like get the mess back from the closets. So vlogs were like a getaway to keep filming stuff, because like I feel bad when I don't have something to do with my camera for a week or more. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed the vlogs. I have one more vlog to edit and publish soon. And I keep shooting vlogs as I go, so that's not like... I came back to vlogging a lot. I just... editing takes longer than vlogging, so I have to find time to edit. Yeah, check out Brick Finder. I think he reported on that Nebulon B situation, but it's the rumor, so we don't even know. It might be true, it might not. Gotta peace out for today, have a May test tomorrow and an exam on Friday. Glad you're doing well. Hey, thanks dude, I'm gonna check out your videos when I have a moment, alright? You're in my list to check out, don't worry. Yeah, that pumpkin patch was fun. It was like a getaway. It was like a little gift for my kiddo, because she was having birthday that week, and you guys saw that little donut cake. That was funny. I was like, I remember this conversation with my wife. It was like, okay, we can go and buy like a cake that's like nice and fancy with like happy birthday written all over it. But I was like, you know what? I kinda fancy a donut. And my wife was like, ooh, you mean Krispy Kreme? And like, yeah. Like, why don't we just buy a bunch of donuts, enjoy the donuts ourselves, and make our daughter a donut cake? Like the most sugary, overfilled American thing you can possibly do. Like, okay. And the day I was going to do it, they had like this coupon of like buy 12 donuts in Krispy Kreme and like get extra 12 donuts for like $1. So I had 24 donuts. And they're like the best donuts around. They're like delicious. And we don't eat donuts that often because they're like so sugary. But this time around it was like a special occasion. So I was like, okay, let's get the donuts. Let's take the kids to the pumpkin patch farm so they can like, you know, pet the donkey and have some fun. And let's buy a pumpkin while we're there. So there was like a fun little family getaway. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, let's vlog it. For sure. Yeah, so even though it's not like a Lego content, but you guys know me, I enjoy vlogging no matter what. So, you know, I'm gonna try to squeeze a vlog here and there for sure. I'm not making a special channel for it yet. These vlogs are coming on the Cool Factor, obviously. Maybe in the future, if I make more vlogs and I make more content here as a Lego content, then I'm probably gonna split that, but not yet. Yeah, Krispy Kreme is really good. It's not very healthy, obviously, but damn, those donuts are just bomb. They're classic ones, just the round classic. It's like delicious. They have like this way of making the cake, the dough, in the donut. Just so fluffy. I don't know, like it's like full of flavor and it's just so fluffy, and you can leave their donut. Maybe it's not a good trade, maybe there's some artificial stuff like that, but those donuts, you can leave them overnight and they're fresh the next day. Or you can reheat them slightly, put them in the microwave and reheat them slightly, and with your coffee it tastes like a fresh donut. I don't know, I'm not probably they're like kind of like enhanced in a way for your American like taste buds. Probably, because everything is sweet here, like very sweet. But even for me, I don't like American cake. Like, I do not like American grocery store cakes. They're like too sweet. So I go to like, if I buy a cake, I usually go to like a small cafe and buy a cake there because, or like an Asian cafe, they do like much better cakes. For example, in San Diego at least. But Krispy Kreme is this one American sweet chain that makes really good donuts, even for my palate, which I don't like very sweet things, and these donuts are just great. Even though Polish donuts are much different. They're like entirely different type of dough, entirely different way you make them. For some reason, I love Polish donuts, but Krispy Kreme seems like Dunkin' Donuts and Krispy Kreme are like the only two donut brands in the US that I kind of like. But yeah, Krispy Kreme is like really good actually. Yeah. Oh, you can find them in the local bakery at my food store. I used to watch them get made through the glass on the conveyor belt. Yeah, they have like, it's cool because every Krispy Kreme you go to, they have this like whole baking. You guys saw it in the vlog. They have this like conveyor belt and the donuts are being made. It's kind of cool. Like my kids love going there and just looking, ooh, look at the donuts being fried, right? Alright, guys, I think because I've been going for hour 32 minutes, just looking at my stats here, like, okay, we're like not dropping frames. It's my computer, it's not my internet, I don't know. Every time I share something on the screen just goes, my frame rate drops. I gotta figure out what's going on, because it wasn't the case. Oh! I know, I think I know what happened. My OBS updated today. Huh. The update messed up my OBS. 100%. Because like when I launched the computer, after this long break, I launched OBS it downloaded an automatic update, and after this I'm getting problems. There you go. I think what I gotta do, just reinstall OBS fully, restore settings, and go from there. Yeah, I think the update messed up my streaming, because now I'm losing frames because of the software, not because of my internet. Whew, found it. The update messed it up. Oh, there's some sound in the background because I'm watching the stream. Are they talking right now? Yeah, the guys at the space stream were talking. Nothing happening yet. No test. Okay. Guys, it's been fun. I think I'm gonna wind down. It's been I planned like to do like an hour 30-minute stream where we had some issues in the beginning because of my OBS. So note to yourself, do not update your software the moment you are about to go live. I wasn't even able to choose that because it was automatic update and it messed my settings. So I think that's why we're getting a lot of weird. That's why I was getting connection issues in the beginning. Have a good night. Soccer Bricks, yeah, you too, man. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. It was pretty refreshing. I missed you guys a lot. Again, please don't get mad at me, but content will be very spotty over the next 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Studio is kind of unusable. All my Lego is packed at this point. I still have a lot of cardboard packing to do. I have to disassemble all these like shelving. Basically, about 5 days before we turn the keys to this apartment, I want to have everything in boxes, packed, pre-packaged, you name it. I made this mistake in the last move when I started packing too late. And it was just like a marathon, like a sprint at the finish line to get everything in time. And it was stressful. Like we worked like 12 hours a day to like disassemble the furniture, and like I'm gonna be doing this earlier this time around because we're moving everything in one big truck, because it's like I'm moving, you know, a few miles to the suburbs pretty much. So yeah, I won't be able to post content a lot. Maybe I'm gonna post some news videos here and there, but again, like, apologies if you don't see a lot from me, because weekends are occupied and I don't like forcing myself to make videos when I have a lot of other things going on to make sure they are done on time, and like especially when you're taking, you know, a mortgage. There's gonna be a lot of calls starting tomorrow because this is our closing week. We're actually gonna be locking the rate this week, which is wow, it's exciting and scary. Oh my god. You know, like it's a lot of paperwork. I have to have a clear mind. New projects at work came up. So I don't want to make excuses, but I also don't want to promise that there's gonna be a lot of content and the cool factor over the next few weeks. But man, when I get the new studio, I'm gonna be coming back with full impact. I can't wait, honestly. I can't wait to have this space when I just film. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be amazing. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining today. Really, really a pleasure to have such an amazing audience. Thanks. We talked a few things today, answered some questions. I actually got some topics for Cool Talks written down, because we did the last Cool Talks. You guys pretty liked it. It was like a longer episode of just monologue. I like talking, so why not, right? In the meantime, I did have some topics to cover in the next Cool Talks. So if you want, you can still post questions or any... I don't want to call it questions, because I answer a lot of questions live on streams, but Cool Talks, I want this to be sort of like a conversation platform where you guys maybe not post questions, but maybe post some experiences from your life or something you struggle with, or maybe you want to know something about creating on YouTube or being a self-made YouTube, anything you like, honestly. Like, just post your statements or post your things you would like to discuss in either in the previous Cool Talks episode comment section. It's still, of course, open. Or throw any like... Actually, that's the best place. Or if you're a part of my Discord, go there as well. I just want to like have this Cool Talks as like a mini podcast where I actually connect with you guys on a like higher than Q&A level, and we actually talk about things that may help you in the long run. Maybe I can learn a thing or two, you know. Just post stuff at me, throw at me, let's talk. Yes, I'm ending the stream. Oh, people just joining. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I planned like an hour 30 minutes today. We got hour 40 minutes right now. So yes, I don't want this to be like a basic Q&A. I want this to be like a platform to like talk. Sort of like a podcast with your input to it. I'm even thinking about getting like a guest in the long run. What is this sound? That was weird. Anyway, I was just like checking my music. Yeah, sort of like maybe a guest in the future. Like maybe I'm gonna run the show with somebody else. Who knows? Like I kind of want this because I like the flow of this like duets, people conversing as podcasters, but like only two people and like bringing audience input. That's something I kind of like as a format. So might as well try it with somebody from the community. Who knows? So. Apologies, Vladimir. Brick film ban. Yeah, I'm gonna be ending. It's getting late. I promised my wife to be over by 9 p.m. But I missed you guys so much. I did my best to find time to stream today. Apologies in advance that content will be spotty. I don't have as much energy to edit videos lately with all the things going on, so I hope you guys understand. But that doesn't mean I'm going anywhere. It's just, oh, the change is so big. I gotta process this and adjust my life to keep going. So yeah, interview other AFOs and stuff. Yeah, like things like that, for example. Kind of like bricks and bits. I mean, obviously I don't want to like plagiarize anybody else's content. But I think like, you know, a podcast type with guest is not like a patented format, obviously. And I think I enjoy a lot of content where I actually connect with people on a personal level. And there's no better way to do it. If you want to connect from someone from your audience or someone from the community, of course you do it through a podcast. And definitely I think Cool Talks as far as it goes right now, it's a monologue of me and maybe some input from you, because I do read the comments and try to implement them within my ideas of things to talk about. But in the long run, I believe there's gonna be a much better value if I bring somebody in, and there's gonna be a much more personal connection. And I always wanted to try my skills in interviewing people. I never did like real interviews with people. I don't want to kind of learn that because I think it's a great skill to have as being a YouTuber. And I think I can spin some interesting conversations many times over. So I want to try that, and I think Cool Talks would be like an experiment for me to do that, just that, right? I mean, we're like not maybe close friends, but we're like associates with Ryan. We know each other, and I respect him, he respects me. We're like, I was a guest on Bricks and Bits, so it's not I'm like stealing anybody's content. It's just, you know, I want to differentiate myself in the way I conduct those interviews, and I think every YouTuber that starts a podcast and interviews people automatically differentiates himself or herself from the others, because we are all different and we all have different ways of talking and we all have different opinions and different ways of asking questions. So I think just even if the format is similar, which is honestly it's hard to come up with another format, it's just interviewing people, right, and talking about things. But you can differentiate the way your podcast looks and sounds and the way you conduct it, and you know, so yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Boone has a nice community spotlight. I should remind him because we talked about recording me and him actually on his channel, but I think I should come back to that. I should like reconnect some of the relationships from the past. Yeah, absolutely, it makes sense. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining today. I appreciate you very much. I hope you guys enjoyed this sort of impromptu stream of just talking things and saying hi and like, I'm fine, we're good, I'm in a great mood, it's just a bit busy. Just wanted to show up and show you guys that, well, things are changing. It's a changing in my life, and a lot of things will be for the better, and I can't wait for this to finish and start a new chapter in my life, and it's gonna be great. In the meantime, I'm gonna be posting some vlogs. If I find some interesting content that I can find time for, I'm gonna post it, but Spottiness will be the name of this channel for the next few weeks. So I hope you guys understand it, okay? Alright. Thank you. Why is this showing 0? Anyway, appreciate you guys all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will come back to you very soon. Talk soon. Peace out. Bye.